So I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing on this walk. Basically, I'm heading north, and my plan is just to head north for an hour and a half, see where I get to along. Pretty much, it's going to be pretty much tarmac, and when I get to an hour and a half walking, I'll either look for a circular route back, or I might go on for a little bit longer and then just retrace my steps and return the way I came. So that's the rough plan. I am going to be sticking mostly to quiet lanes, but I've got my hiking boots on as opposed to trail runners, just because the fields are now very muddy, and yeah, I'm not ruling out the possibility of crossing a field or two. So yeah, so I'll sort of come prepared, but no rain is forecast, which is fantastic. Anyway, let's see how we get on today. Do you know what, I don't mind giving directions, but I'm useless at it. A lady just asked me how to get to South Moulton, and after confusing myself, all she needs to do is head up there and turn left and keep going. Anyway, there we go. This is where my sickness regarding hill climbing comes into its own. This is a long, steady climb now, but I don't care. So that's the thing about this time of year, a lot of the hedges get cut back, and you can really see, when people say hedge, I think, oh, it's a thin hedge, but as you can see, this one's been cut back, and I'm sort of, I suppose I'm standing on top of a little animal track, and you can really get the appreciation for how thick they actually are. So I'll just spin round. And yeah, they're substantial barriers. Anyway, another bit of useless information for you. But think about all the life that these hedges contain. I mean, even when they're cut back, animals burrow underneath them. Rabbits, foxes, badgers certainly use them to their sets in some I've witnessed, and yeah, so even though it's been cut back, and in the summer obviously berries and etc for birds and other wildlife, even this time of year when they're dormant, for want of a better word, there's still life within them. So yeah, anyway, I'll stop rambling now. So give it a couple of weeks, if that actually, and we'll be heading into there to get our Christmas tree. Yeah, I've spoken to the guy who owns that place. We've been there several years on trot now, so the trees are, well, basically you select your tree and he cuts it down with a chainsaw. It's a bit brutal, but you know, we always laugh and well, it's fulfilling its Christmas tree destiny, all that carry on, we say, to sort of make ourselves feel a bit better. But no, the conversations we've had with him, he manages that land, and there's all sorts of wildlife in there, and it's quite a sustainable place for the environment, you know. So yeah, it's a good, we like going there. Bit of a tradition it's turned into now. Anyway, onwards we go. Well, what an absolute find that was. Meshaw Moor. The amount of times I've thundered down this road on my bike. And just in there is a small nature reserve. Looks like it's operated by the Devon Wildlife Trust. Beautiful. Real wild landscape. So it looks like cattle do roam around there to keep like traditional farming techniques. They graze the ground. I think it helps with the fauna and flora. But yeah, there's didn't see any, but there's certainly deer prints there. Some fox droppings. Heard a woodpecker, didn't see it. Just tapping around that tree. Talking of trees, came across a fallen down log. And you know what, they made my decision really easy, because I was debating whether to move on or do a circular route or retrace my steps. I saw that log and I thought, lunchtime. So I had my lunch there and just chilled out for a bit. Here comes the car. Let's let him go. Yeah, but really good. That's the sort of place to be ideal to revisit. A late summer's evening, a warm summer's evening. Yeah, amazing, really nice, really glad I discovered that place. I shall return. Heading back now, and the road I came up on, there's another road that runs parallel with it, heading back. So I'm gonna follow my steps a bit, and then I'm gonna divert to this road, which is sort of over that way a bit. Getting back, so yeah, but no, that was yeah, I'm pleased with that find, really pleased. I just love the way sheep check you out. I don't know if they're expecting food or just being nosy. Anyway, I'll leave them to it. Well, I might win a staring out competition, but yeah, if the count decided to charge me, I know who'd win that. Got a limp. sorry, but you've just got to love the floor of the woods this time of the year. Obliterated with leaves. Okay, so buzzard. I've seen a few of these today. On telephone wires. I don't see them perched on the wires much actually. Usually on the posts, but not so much on the wires. I wonder if he's going to fly off. If I keep walking. Oh dear, this is going to end badly, isn't it? You got, when a buzzard flies and they open up their wings, particularly if they go overhead, it's just magnificent. They make it look so effortless. They really do. They're wonderful, you know. They're just seagulls. I like seagulls for that as well. The way they just make flying look really easy. He's not going to take off, is he? Or she? I can't tell. Anyway, I'll move on a bit, and if it takes off, I'll try and get a shot of it. But my camera skills, when it comes to wildlife, and pretty much anything else actually, leave a lot to be behold. A lot to behold. But yeah, it looks like he wants to go. Right, I'm going to turn off and move on. Yeah, the buzzard flew off and I missed it. Surprise, surprise. One day, one day. Okay, I'm just about back. So that's 11 and a half miles. We call it 12. no. 11 and a half miles. It's funny, you know, because I always find walk-ins, it's almost spiritual, you know. This morning I got up, I had nothing planned. My bag's pretty much always packed with the bare essentials, you know, just throw a bit of lunch in and you're away. You're walking, just one foot in front of the other. And yeah, I just find it quite spiritual. Definitely. But anyway, the highlight for, getting a bit deep there, sorry, the highlight for me was Meshaw Moor. I didn't know that existed, and that's a gold mine. It's fantastic. These little, I mean here, we're surrounded by farmland, which, you know, it's fair enough. Devon's full of agriculture, but open spaces that you can wander through are so precious, and that is epic there. It's, as I say, I think I said when I left, a summer's evening there, I just think it'd be worth a visit. It really was quite special. Wildlife wise, big fail again for me, catching stuff on camera. I've noticed jays and magpies in this part of the world seem to be, to me, nothing scientific to prove this, but to me, they seem to be on the increase, which is great. I also heard some deer running off. Didn't see them, but when deer run, they run quite silently actually. But what gives them away is their hooves sort of tap. I'm not going to do an impression of it because it'd be an epic fail. But you hear their hooves tapping quite loudly as they run off, and I heard that a couple of times. And certainly Meshaw Moor, there was evidence of deer. Yeah, so all in all, it's been a great walk. The sun is coming out. In fact, I might later, depending on what happens, come back out and get a few photos of a sunset, because the last couple of evenings there's been some quite nice sunsets. So, you know, I might work here actually. I might just come back here and take a few shots. Anyway, far too much rambling for me today. Far too much. Not enough photos, far too much talking. I apologise about that. And but yeah, there we go. Anyway, great. See you around.